Should you buy a home before moving to the Mississippi Gulf Coast? Well, here are some things that you should know. Should I buy before I get here? There isn't one correct answer. I've helped customers from all over the United States and, quite frankly, all over the world with our military presence here. And I can tell you there's no true one answer that fits all. Some buyers never set foot in the house that they've bought before they make it over to the Gulf Coast. Prime example of that is what happened to me last week with some folks moving in from California. And I'll tell you how I sold that one. Other customers spend several weeks exploring before they make a decision. Today we're going to discuss every option available. We're going to discuss the pros and cons so that you can see how you fit in to what's the best way for you to buy when moving to the Gulf Coast. I'm Chester Harvey, and I've been in the real estate business for over 4 decades, and I can tell you I have done it all. I've seen it all, I've done it all. So if you would like to continue with information about moving to the Mississippi Gulf Coast, why don't you subscribe and touch that notification bell? That way you'll be on the cutting edge of what's going on. So let's talk about if you should buy before moving to the Mississippi Gulf Coast. Every relocation situation is different. No two buyers look at the buying experience the same way. You have military transferees to Keesler Air Force Base, to the Navy Home Port in Pascagoula, or maybe even the Seabee Base in Gulfport. You've got new employees moving to Ingalls Shipbuilding Corporation or Chevron Refinery in Pascagoula. You've got traveling medical professionals, remote workers, retirees, families just wanting a slower pace of life. And each group has a certain timeline. Some are 30 days, 60 days, maybe 100 days. And others need a home immediately for a transfer. Today's technology makes buying easier than ever, especially with innovations in social media, internet response, much easier to buy than it was, say, 10 years ago. Option 1, buying a home unseen. Now, what does sight unseen actually mean? Many people hear the phrase sight unseen and think they have to buy a house by seeing 1, 2, or 3 pictures online. Today, buyers can see virtually everything before they even put a toe in the house just from online experience. To buying a house unseen, buyers can now take a look at professional MLS photographs. And I stress the word professional. Drone technology, floor plans drawn out with easy to understand mapping, property disclosures, neighborhood information, school information, flood maps, insurance estimates, inspection reports, and video tours. Your realtor or agent you choose can be your eyes and ears, and that's what happened with me with the folks from California. What we did, they had at least been over here one time and driven around some neighborhoods, but when they narrowed down to exactly what they wanted, I was able to do a FaceTime video with them, and they could go with me walking through the house. They could get me to stop, check out something. One of the things they wanted me to show them was the ceiling, if it had a vaulted ceiling or what type of ceiling it had. So with a FaceTime and also any kind of videoing that they can save, they can also revert back to that anytime that they want. And so it was a very easy experience, and they're going to love it when they get here. So you can have full video walkthroughs. This is one of the biggest experiences in today's market. Instead of a, say, 2-minute highlight feature, I can record an honest, complete walkthrough where, like I just said, show everything, not just beautiful parts, examples. And not only that, though, it's immediate. You don't have to wait. Previously, say 30 years ago, yes, I videoed a lot, but I had that big VCR camera on my shoulder, video it, and then I'd have to, of course, I would talk in the video, and then after it was over, then I'd have to ship it out to them. Now it is immediate, which it makes it much easier to make a decision as well. And not only that, with today's technology, phone recording, I don't have to show just the beautiful parts of the house. I can show the questionable things as well. I can show every bathroom, every bedroom, the garage or the backyard, the landscaping. I can do a B-roll where I drive down the street and have the camera showing the different homes in the neighborhood to get you a flavor, get you a vibe of how the neighborhood looks. I can show the condition of the fence, and most especially I can show you the condition of the roof from ground level. And also I can help you with the traffic. Most especially I can talk about what other agents may avoid, such as paint flaws, old flooring, old carpeting especially, stains in carpet, rotted fascia boards, wear and tear on the walls for that matter, cracks in the walls, foundation concerns, and noisy roads. Relocation folks moving to the area depend on your honesty, and one thing I pride myself in is that I tell people what they need to hear, not what they necessarily want to hear. It's best not to sugarcoat any experience I have with the house, because this is one of the biggest investments that people make in their life. Live FaceTime or Zoom tours. And like I said, it's so much easier than sending a recorded video. The buyer is the one who actually controls the showing, because as I go through showing different areas, they may say stop, move over to the side, I want to see what that looks like, or visualize something without a particular piece of furniture in the property. They will maybe have somebody who wanted me to zoom in on the kitchen faucet because they wanted to know what type of faucet it had, was living behind the back fence, the back privacy fence. The buyer really controls a custom walkthrough tour such as that. When I go to show a property, if the person is in town, many times I'll just stand on the sideline and let them do their walking at their pace and let them call me if they need me to come explain something to them. Also, if they're particularly interested in measuring a room to see if a piece of their furniture will fit, I can do that right there. We can measure just anything they want. If they want to know something about a particular bedroom, I can also measure the primary bedroom and see if their king-size bed will fit in a particular space in the room. They may want to know if the garage that's a big one. They may want to know if the garage is an oversized garage, has any extra space, height-wise or width-wise. They may have a large truck or van and they're concerned that it will fit into the garage. So there's just so many things that we can do with this type of video and showing the property. It just gives buyers much more confidence in what they're looking at, especially if they can't make it over to actually see the property. I can also show the neighborhood. I can do a walk around to the neighborhood if that's what they want, so they can see and hear what is the vibe of the neighborhood. They can see what the neighbors' homes look like. They can see if they're well kept. We can also, if it's a particular subdivision community, take pictures of the entryway. Is it gated? Does it have a name to it? There are just so many different things that we can do with a video. And another thing I can do, and I do as well, is just physically get in the car with the camera going and just physically show how close it is to restaurants or to the schools, how far it is to the hospitals. Just see the general traffic patterns that are around, the interstate access. I can show people actually the benefits of living in a particular area for a particular house where it is located, so that they can get the feel of it. Now let's talk about the pros of buying before you move. For one thing, the biggest takeaway is that you have a home waiting for you. This removes an enormous amount of stress. Everything goes into your new house. It's door to door. No pods that you have to rent, no storage room that you have to rent. You just move straight from house to house. That is very convenient. And you don't have to have any temporary housing. You can go ahead and set up your house. Even though you may still be living in boxes, you can still live in your new home. And also you don't have any extra moving expenses. Another thing about going ahead and buying is that interest rates could change. Yes, they could go down, but at least you have the peace of mind of knowing what that house note is going to be. You've already locked into your interest rate, and quite frankly, you're already paying your notes on the house after you close. Whereas waiting several months, you could have a good bit higher interest rate, or lower rates. You just don't know. If a buyer finds the right house today, they need to jump on it, because in the market that we've got, it's constantly changing. The house may not be there the next 24 hours. So it's a good chance that in order for you to get what you want, you need to, as I tell people, you need to jump on it and act now and do not wait. Another thing is home prices may very well increase, especially what happened the last couple of years. You just never know. A house could be worth X amount, and a month later it could be $10,000 more. So that's a good benefit, a good pro of going ahead and buying. If you see something that you really like, while waiting, someone else may purchase the property and the price could go soaring. The exact floor plan that you wanted could just suddenly disappear. Another thing that is important with family with children is that they already have a place, an established place where they live, so they can go ahead and start school when they get here. They can meet new neighbors, they can join sports, they can just jump in and get into the activity, what's happening in the neighborhood and with the schools. And during your move, you have so much less stress. Instead of searching for a home once you get here, you've already established, you're ready to move, you already have your utilities established, your internet is in your home, you got your cable going, so you're move-in ready. And of course there are cons of buying before you move. You don't really know the area yet. Now for you, this may be a big disadvantage. A neighborhood can look great online, but may give you a vibe that's completely different when you're physically there. Some examples of that may just be something as small as the traffic patterns and the traffic sounds. You find out that your commute is just a little bit longer than what you thought. There may just be more commercial activity, just a different atmosphere. And many times, choosing the right area and location is just as important as choosing the right house. Many times your lifestyle expectations can change. Many buyers think that they want waterfront, then realize that the insurance is much higher and there's a lot more upkeep, say on a pier, boathouse, or bulkhead. The humidity is much stronger that you would have to get used to. Other people may say, well, let's live out in the country, but they forget about the drive that it's going to take there. Even though they want more space, which is fine, but you have some pluses and minuses, so it may take you a little bit longer. You may be further away from schools or shopping, fewer restaurants, and a lot of times when you go out to the country parts, you have no sidewalks, and that may be very important to you as well. So everybody's expectations can change, so that's something to consider. And another thing is, you may discover that there's another community that really fits your lifestyle much better. In other words, people right off the bat decided they wanted to live in Biloxi, but once they get to Biloxi and go across the bridge to Ocean Springs, they find out that Ocean Springs really is more their cup of tea. Or they may want to live in Pascagoula to be close to their new employer, Ingalls Shipbuilding Corporation, but decide that small city life that you would have in Pascagoula is not what they wanted, but they would prefer the slower, quieter life in Van Cleve, where they could get the same property but with land, several acres, to go with it. So you just never know how your lifestyles can change once you get to a place. Then you've got option 2, which could be rent before you actually buy. That way you can learn the area, understand the traffic patterns, know which are the excellent neighborhoods that will fit your lifestyle. You can meet people, you can explore restaurants, you can visit the beaches, and you can drive during rush hour. And one thing that might be important to you is drive through the neighborhood area that you like, say in the morning when the school buses pick up the children to go to school, or in the evening when you commute home. They're just different things that work for different folks, and I suggest them all that I can think of when people come in so they can assure themselves this is where they want to be. Renting does sound simple. However, there are costs. You've got moving costs. You've got utility deposits, storage. You've got your furniture moving twice. You have lease dates that terminate, and many times the rent will increase while you're there. And sometimes you get to a situation where there is very limited rental inventory. And also, if you have a beloved pet, some rental places, houses, and or apartments will not allow you to have your pets. Or another thing you could consider would be temporary housing. And some employers will allow you to stay in one of their corporate units, say for a month or two, that's fully furnished, so you can get the feel of all these experiences that I've just mentioned in the pros and cons. Others might be extended stay hotels, corporate apartments, short-term furnished homes, vacation rentals, Airbnb or VRBO. Some places that might give you 30 to 90 days of temporary living. And there are plenty of those here on the coast, especially the VRBO type establishments. One of the most popular ideas is to take a relocation trip. That is the favorite option of people. On a relocation visit, you could spend several days. You don't only tour homes, you can be on your own and tour the neighborhoods, tour the town itself. In my situation, before we do anything, I give you the Chester Harvey, my own personal Chamber of Commerce tour, so you can get around and I can show you an overview of what the whole community looks like. If there's something in particular that you are interested in, such as I had some folks that were real keen on tennis, and I was able to show them all the tennis facilities. Some people have a child who is real big in swimming, and like here in Ocean Springs, we do have a swim team with the school system. I can show them where swimming aquatic areas are. Some people want to know the shopping coffee shops. They want to know if there's downtown is walkability. Can they just park and walk? Shopping availability. And for my retirees, they want to know where the local hospitals are located, the doctor's facilities, and especially for my retired veterans, they want to know where the military hospitals are. You can also spend time in multiple cities. Don't assume every Mississippi Gulf Coast city is the same, because they are not. Ocean Springs has a different personality than Biloxi, and Biloxi certainly differs from Gulfport, and Van Cleve differs from Pascagoula. Each community attracts different buyers, so be sure that you get a real estate agent who you confide in that will be open to all different suggestions and trying to get you exactly where you will feel like you will fit in. Now, how can I help you with the relocation process? Like I said, before we actually start showing homes, I'll give you the Chamber of Commerce tour, my tour, showing you exactly the heart of the city, showing you where the schools are, where the different activities occur, where the sports events are, restaurants and shopping. I can certainly do that before we even take a look at a house. I can answer any questions. Where will you work? I can certainly show you there. Just about anything that you have a question about, I can help you with. You have to remember that some communities, if you have a boat, you want to know where to store your boat. If you find a community that you really like and it has a homeowners association with fees, you need to know what those fees incur. Maybe you like new construction. We can show you many different new construction sites. And what we can do is narrow the search drastically. Now, relocation requires communication, and it does require a good agent to help you answer all your questions when you have them. So there'll be frequent phone calls, text, emails, video updates if you're looking at a new build as it's being built, inspections, closing updates, insurance updates. My job is to help the buyer have the smoothest move possible with the absolute least amount of stress. My advice after helping relocation buyers is to let you know that there may not be one specific answer to your question. Buying before moving works especially well when you've done your homework, you've selected an experienced realtor, you've viewed detailed videos, you've viewed inspections, you've researched insurance, you've learned about neighborhoods, and if you're still uncertain, renting temporarily and taking a look and actually living in the community may be a good option for you. Buying a home in another state has never been easier, but it's also one of the biggest investments that you probably make in your lifetime. With proper instruction from a good local realtor, the more information you have, the better your selection. But it's also one of the biggest decisions you'll make in your lifetime. That's exactly why I do these videos, to help people make their journey with relocating as just stress-free as possible. So if you're thinking about moving to Ocean Springs, Biloxi, Gulfport, Bay St. Louis, Pascagoula, Pascagoula, or anywhere along the Mississippi Gulf Coast, I'll be happy to help you navigate that process. Whether you want detailed video walkthrough information, live FaceTime tours, or simply honest advice about the place that you might want to live, I'm happy to help you with that endeavor. Just send me a text or an email, or better yet, let's arrange that Zoom call with the information below where I can meet face to face and I can really streamline what you want. Let Chester Harvey help you make that smooth move to South Mississippi. Welcome home.